Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Dr. Timothy Gallagher.
And Dr. Michael Marciello.
And we're from Maragal Medical. I know this time of season can bring a lot of joy, family coming together, but also a lot of stress and tension. You're running around doing your shopping, you're prepping for the holidays, preparing for families to get together. If your neck is starting to bother you, you're not going to enjoy the holiday season at all. This week, we're going to be talking to you about treatment strategies to help avoid that cervical tension. We're going to have a lot of great information, so stay tuned. Okay, Dr. Mike, we get through Thanksgiving and then whammo, all of a sudden it's December, we're running around, things are going smooth, then all of a sudden the panic, the shopping, getting ready for families, we can feel it in the office too, just with our patients, a lot of stress and tension. We want this holiday season to be a joyous occasion, but oftentimes, a lot of people are under a lot of stress, and that stress is oftentimes expressed in the neck and the upper back, and also with headaches. What can we do here at Maragal Medical to make sure every patient enjoys the holiday season?
Well, as you just mentioned, the tension that's there, so we think of it's more muscular, correct? It's just muscle tension tightens up. And there are some lifting aspects of things, standing in lines awkwardly, so there are some more mechanical or structural changes, but realities are that muscle tension really kind of builds up and actually starts kind of making things seem like they pinched a nerve, oh, I have a stiff neck, or I slept funny on the couch. Many times it is just that muscle tension that really causes it. And so here we could really look at trying to calm that muscle tension down. We could do it by simple adjustments, getting a little bit of a local trigger point injection into the knots that develop in those, especially the upper trapezius muscles, those tension muscles that we have up in our neck. And the aspects, again, laser treatments that just try to get into that muscle tissue, help soften it to get some stretch. And if anything, just simply things to just remind people of are you mindful of your posture? Are you thinking about where you're doing things? Can you sit down and to wrap your gifts, or do you have to be standing? All those simple things are just little things that we can all do to just get some of that muscle tension down and hopefully make these holidays a little easier.
Yeah, you make some good points. Those trigger point injections work really well, and as most of the viewing audience knows out there, when we do those injections, we're also looking at, more holistic options. So, we don't use lidocaine or cortisone with the trigger point injections. We use this great natural product called Serapin. Serapin's been used for 60 years. It's plant-based. It's actually an extract from the pitcher plant, has no side effects, and does a great job, has natural muscle relaxing qualities and anti-inflammatory qualities. If you think about it too, for the chiropractors in the office, if you get those muscles loosened up, it's going to be much easier to do the adjustment. And then when Colleen works on, improving your posture and improving your flexibility for the muscles in the upper back, way easier to do when she's not competing against those chronically tight muscles. And you bring up a good point too. I know, like when I'm, with the 9th hour, just, rushing to get the presents wrapped and everything, ergonomics are so key. So, down in the basement, we have a table that's raised up with all the wrapping paper and supplies. Put on some nice, holiday music to make sure you're relaxed. Even put on a fire to make sure that you're enjoying this time, but also ergonomically making sure that everything is appropriate so that you're not, overstressing those muscles as well.
And that's, again, the key is just being mindful of where you are about to do things. Can you give yourself a little bit more time to figure out how to set it up? We're all rushed, we all have a lot of things to get done, and there's not enough time in the day to get it all done, as we always feel like, oh my gosh, the day's coming. But if we just think, all right, all I need to do is give myself a 5-minute prep, and you can get yourself ergonomically set up, you could avoid a lot of extra strain and aches and pains.
Yeah, and more importantly, avoid a much more serious episode during, later down the road. So, I know it's hectic, you're running around doing a million things, but it's also a good reminder, make sure you're taking time for yourself. We're very conveniently located right here in Leominster. You're gonna make sure that you get a very detailed physical examination by Dr. Marciello or our nurse practitioner, Molly Sophis. And then we can structure a real specific treatment plan for you so that, you're gonna enjoy the holiday season, and most importantly, after the holidays, you're not gonna be dealing with something more severe.
Absolutely. And if you think about it, we're talking about the stress tension, we're talking about all these things, but sometimes it's the first episode when we really see these things because you've done all these things and oh my God, I strained something.
Right.
So give us a call, we're still open, we can actually try to get you in to kind of help you out, to at least get all set up before all these events take place and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So don't neglect yourself. Make sure you get in to be seen if you need it.
That's great. More information about our practice can always be found on our website, maragalmedical.com. We've got a wealth of information on our YouTube channel. Dr. Marciello and I have those recorded over the last 2 years, some great patient information there. And folks, remember, we take most insurances. Well, that's it for today. Dr. Marciello and I want to wish each and every one of you a very happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays.